Welcome back to a brand new episode of Blore and Mandalore. I'm currently hiking in Japan to get to the location where we're going to do our next episode. It's hot, it's sweaty, and it's currently filled with bears, which is why I've got this juicy bell going on. Hopefully that distracts from the bears. You can even see how sweaty my face is. But I've always got the Star Wars represent and Anakin and Vader on the back. Let's get to the other spot. My dad always said it's not the size of the bell, it's how you use it. But what we have here is an even bigger bell for even bigger bears, because everybody knows there's always a bigger bear or a bigger fish. Phantom Menace joke. Ring that bad boy. Bears are going to be crying. No porridge tonight. No, there's a bear! It's not a bear, it's me, Blore and Mandalore. We're nearly at the top, nearly at where we are going to be doing some filming. So get ready, guys. This is a beautiful trip, a beautiful view, and I'm with a beautiful girl that's going to join me on this video. She's actually behind the camera. She doesn't know it. I actually just told her, and she's giving me weird faces right now. See you there. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Blore and Mandalore. I am your host, Jeremy Blore, and I've got the hostess with the mostess at the back there, Tia Galanos. You look so cute. She doesn't want to be in this video. I know I said earlier that she would be, but she's not because she's sweaty and disgusting. And we have just finished a huge hike. Huge hike. I have got matcha in hand in one of the most beautiful spots in the world, Magame. Like, actually gorgeous. Look, I was really, really keen to do this video here. I'm at the end of my trip right now, kind of finishing up, and I just thought, like, after this trip, I just wanted to say what it's like being a Star Wars fan in Japan as a tourist. Look, Star Wars Celebration is coming up next year. It's going to be huge. And Japan is going to be the location of this next year's event. Is it somewhere that I see as a massive fucking hub of Star Wars? No. Like, by Tokyo saying, hey, look, we're going to have Star Wars Celebration here, I thought this is going to be huge for Star Wars. Like, everywhere you go is just going to be Star Wars things, anywhere and everywhere. But it's actually not really the case. I mean, they've got a lot of anime, and I mean, I would assume at the time that a lot of the Star Wars kind of Visions seasons came out, that they would have a lot more figurines and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't really big. I didn't really see anything of the case. I did meet an American guy. He was really, really cool, and he was absolutely a massive fan of Star Wars. And, I mean, anime as well. And he was saying that he saw it everywhere. I mean, I've looked. I literally looked every fucking corner of this place, and I could not find anything Star Wars other than the vintage stores. That's one big thing that I kind of wanted to talk about today, was the vintage stores in Japan, especially vintage toy stores, have anything and everything. I'll put up a photo right next to me, but basically I found a Boba Fett special edition, 300th character edition. So cool. So cool. It's of the 3.75, but it's in a different kind of packaging. It's the Kenner style stuff, where it basically has more of a hinge at the pelvic region, instead of hinging at the hips a lot more. Look, besides all that, they have a lot of like big figurines and all that kind of jazz. But in Japan, it's huge for like bigger kind of figures, like the more statue-esque stuff. So if you're going to be looking for something like that, 100% you're going to find it. But these vintage stores had everything. I mean, they had old cards, they had old figures, like old stuff. I mean, this is prequel era, just as it came out. There was a Nexus, which I'll put it up next to me. Or maybe I got that wrong, Nexu, but it's basically that tiger that scratched Padme and gave all of us a forcegasm when ripped her midriff. Basically, that was like my sexual awakening when I was a child. I shouldn't really say that with my girlfriend right there, but anyway, she's behind the camera giving me a little bit of a cheeky giggle, so we're not going too wrong. Um, I tell you what, guys, if you go to Japan, you got to get a matcha. I'm a matcha fan, and I've been drinking too much matcha. Like I've been shitting green. Besides the point. Yeah, no, like all of these vintage stores that you find are probably going to be your best bet. Now, closer to Star Wars Celebration, yeah, you're going to find a lot more. You're going to find a lot more stalls that kind of offer shirts and like figures, but statue figures, not really the stuff that I go through on my toy side of this channel. A bunch of different stuff, but nothing anything conclusive of great Star Wars culture. It does kind of worry me about this Star Wars celebration. Now, obviously, no matter what, they're going to have great people there. It's going to have awesome stuff to do, and it's going to have heaps of themed things. Japan is the king of the themes. That also, the one thing that I really do expect to see at Star Wars Celebration are these little, like, they have these bowl dispenser things. Okay, I'll put a photo up next to me, but it's a bowl dispenser where you put in the money and you turn it, and then it kind of like pops out it's tiny. It's a tiny little thing, and they're probably going to have a massive amount of those and a massive amount of just like random shitty t-shirts. But I do implore you, check vintage stores, vintage clothing, vintage everything. Also, the biggest store that I would say if you're looking for kind of like clothing wise, Uniqlo. Uniqlo big time. That's the biggest store in Japan. It's got like this 12-story store in Shinjuku. It's actually insane. I actually picked up this shirt, which I showed it off a little earlier, and I've got a stain up here. I don't know how I did that. I've got a stain up here, but I have Star Wars Episode 1, and then on the back, the Anakin and Vader shadow that was in the Episode 1. Why are you giggling in the back? You have the Vader and Anakin shadow. That's like seriously one of the coolest things. That is like, I mean, Uniqlo is probably going to be your best bet. A lot of the vintage stores can also be a little overpriced. So if you're going on a budget, what I would recommend is Uniqlo, vintage stores for the toys and all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, I got a figure really, really cheap. Like I think I got mine for $30, and right now on eBay it's going for like $150. Like it's actually insane. It's called BB Amanura. It's like, if you check my Instagram, I will have posted one thing about it. Absolutely one of the coolest stores that had so much there and the nicest people. That's another thing that I want to talk about with Japan. No matter what happens with Star Wars Celebration, as much as you're going to see massive amounts of everything Star Wars, one thing that I really wanted to talk about was the kindness and generosity. Okay, in Australia, obviously you're going to get awesome people and the coolest people, probably the most famous people like Blora Mandalore, who hit 98 subs at this point. What? Thank you so much. Love you all. I've seen all the last little people. I love you. Very close to 100, which I think will surpass PewDiePie at that point. It's also a resident of Japan. No. But seriously, like in Australia, you get a lot of nice people, but a lot of the time, like anywhere else in the Western world, which a lot of people who watch this are in the Western world, you will see people who just want to make a sale. They just want to get money from you. And it doesn't matter if they know you'll like the product, they will just try to get you to buy it anyway, because then that means more money in their pocket. That's not Japan. That's not Japan at all. These people are the most honest, kind-hearted, caring people in the fucking world. I've never met someone like at BB Amanura, right? I was talking to this guy about literally anything and everything. I bought cameras. Right now, you're resting on my camera. I bought camera here that I went to all of these different stores. They looked and they were like, that one's junk. That one's junk. Don't do this. No, that one's probably better for you. They don't need a sale. They don't.
That, like, it's just the kindness and generosity that they want you to get the thing that you like. So anything to do with anything that you're purchasing, please, please ask questions. Ask questions. You'll get the right answer. You're going to get an honest answer. You're going to get something from an honest person who doesn't want to just take every single dollar out of your bank account. It's by far the kindest, most honest country that I've ever been to, and I have no doubt in my mind that Star Wars Celebration is going to fucking blow people's minds, because when Japan does something, they go huge. Right now, at this point, it does kind of confuse me because I haven't seen anything, as I said before, but you know, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what else I can find. I am going back to Tokyo, so I'm going to try to find a few more things. I might put that in a smaller video another time later when I get back. But look, guys, other than that, a Star Wars fan, anywhere you go, it's one of the biggest franchises. It's one of the greatest places to kind of like unload all of these awesome prints, characters, everything like that, where you can just get photos, cards, anything you can think of. It's got Star Wars. Hell, I've got Mandalorian body soap in my shower at home, and god damn it, when I want to be smelling good, you best believe I've got the Mandalorian body soap going on. It's, you know, it's so easily and heavily merchandised. You'll find a lot of stuff, but it's knowing the right places to look, and it's understanding that no matter where you go, it's an honest price. It's honest people who don't want to take your fucking money. Just go. Go here as soon as possible. If you're a fan of anime, for any of you anime fans, I don't think I've walked around a corner where I haven't seen anime. It's on every single poster. It's on anything and everything. Like, they do informational videos with anime characters. They've got, like, my brother, he's a huge One Piece fan. I like One Piece, but I'm not like the biggest fan. I've watched pretty much all of it. I'm not the biggest fan. It's fucking everywhere. It's really weird as well. Like, I'm sure at the time you're going to find all of this kind of like manga and all the like animated stuff, cartoons, all that kind of stuff. It's all in a cartoon section. What's fucking wild is that that's right next to the porn section. I've legitimately picked through porn magazines to find a One Piece magazine. I've never done that before. Go to Don Quixote, and you'll probably be able to find a lot of stuff, like a lot of random shit like that. They've kind of got like a toy store and a dress-up store. It's, you know, it's probably not going to be your best spot, but you know, there's a bunch. Anyways, look, I'll probably call the video there. It's about to rain, as you might be able to see behind me. You can't see behind me. It's like heavy over there. That's like big over there. Yeah. Looks like it's going to piss down. We're currently in a typhoon. If you can try to not go around August, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We've had the best luck. Best luck. We've had what has been one of the most intimidating typhoons of what was meant. It was precedented to be the biggest one in like years, and we've missed a lot of it. Like, I think, but also where we've been going, we've kind of missed it. So we've gotten super lucky. But I mean, you just have to understand that August time is just going to be wet and rainy. So if you are coming around here, don't bring anything. You'll buy it all here. Trust me. Cheap. We bought 2 umbrellas for like $14 as well. Anything, everything you'll get over here. Can't wait to get back to make some more videos. I'm so keen. I'm going to do another video probably soon in a kimono and everything. Hell yeah, bitches. I love you all. Thank you so much for 98 subs. That's fucking insane. The fact that I'm not even a year in and I'm close to 100 is like, blows my mind. I love you all. I'm going to get away from this rain and I'm going to enjoy my matcha with my beautiful girlfriend that I love with all my heart. I didn't do any fan questions for this one because honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to be filming. It was literally forecasted to rain the whole fucking day. It was meant to be like in the morning. It was meant to be sunny until like probably 10, 11, and then pissing down. As I said, we got so lucky. It's just beautiful here. Beautiful, beautiful. Had great weather. Did a massive hike. You would have seen me with my bear bell. But, you know, I can't recommend Japan enough. And as a Star Wars fan, get fucking ready for Star Wars Celebration. Trust me, it'll probably be the biggest one that they've ever done. I can actually put my hand on my heart and say that these guys here, they don't just do it the biggest, they do it the best, and they do it in the kindest way possible. I can't wait for Star Wars Celebration. I know you guys fucking can't, and I will catch you on the flip side. Ciao, Mandalorians.